Hello and welcome to the Awaken Feminine podcast. I'm your host, KaKi Lee, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on another episode. Today I want to talk about shiny object syndrome. And why I want to talk about shiny object syndrome is because I am on recovery from this syndrome. So what is shiny object syndrome? Shiny object syndrome is when you see shiny things that you want and you keep getting distracted by it. Say for example, you go shopping and you've seen this dress that you really like, and then next to it there's another dress and you're like, oh, that looks pretty good. And then you look around a bit more and you're like, oh, there's another dress that looks pretty good. And so you're constantly distracted, right? But I'm going to talk about this in relation to personal growth, spiritual growth, and being an entrepreneur. So when I started on my personal growth, spiritual growth journey about 5 years ago, I realized that there was a lot of things I didn't know. And actually the more I learned, the more I realized that there's a lot more things that I don't know. But at the beginning, all I wanted to do was find out more and more and more and more. So I'll be on Facebook, and of course, because Facebook knows everything, somehow there'll be an ad that pops up with a course that I believed that I needed, right? And it would just suck me in. I'm like, oh, I think I need that course. That looks exactly what I need, right? So then you go and buy the course. And then you'll see another ad and you're like, oh, that one, I need that too, because that, it's going to teach me some other things as well. And if I have both of them, that'd be really cool. And then so it goes, and you'll see more ads and you'll see more courses and you'll buy more courses, but then never finish them. And it's the same when you're an entrepreneur as well. There's so many aspects to learn. There's marketing, there's, strategy, there's putting a program together. There's just all these things that you need to learn. And of course, there's all these courses that are available to teach you, right? So then you're like, oh, I need help with marketing. So then you see all these marketing courses pop up. And it's like, well, which one do you choose, or do you actually need to choose it, right? And so that's what shiny object syndrome is. It's just when you have so many different choices that you get so distracted from what you're actually setting out to do. So why do we have shiny object syndrome? I've mentioned a few things already, but let's lay it out here. And I'm going to use my experience of shiny object syndrome, and I hope that it resonates with you. So the first one is distraction. When I first started on my growth journey, it was really a coping mechanism. It was something that I did so that I didn't need to feel my emotions or go to the deep dive places that I needed to go to heal and transform and release the trauma. So I would go, oh, I need that course, and I'll do the course. Sometimes not even applying the work, or at a very shallow level, not a very deep level. And it was so that I'm doing something and I'm telling my mind I'm doing something to help me, so that I don't need to then feel the emotions and do the proper inner work, right? The second reason is a more of a self-sabotage procrastination. And for me, that would be more like buying all these courses so that I get so overwhelmed and distracted that I'm not actually doing the work that I'm supposed to do to achieve my goals, right? Because I'm like, oh, I need that marketing course, oh, I need that meditation course, whatever it is, right? So you buy all these courses and then you're so busy doing it that you don't do what you're meant to do. Some people also use it in terms of self-sabotage, use it to hide from achieving their goals. So they're doing all the courses and then they don't actually take the action because they're too busy doing the courses, or they're hiding so that they don't need to take the action because there's always something more to learn, right? Oh, I need to learn this and I need to learn that before I actually go and start my business and put the program together, and etc., etc. So that's the self-sabotage pattern cycle going on. The third reason is FOMO. And let's not just talk about courses and spiritual growth. I mean, look at Bitcoin. There's a lot of FOMO going on at the moment where people are trying to buy Bitcoin because they're scared they're going to miss out because it's going to go to 100,000 per coin, right? So there's a lot of FOMO going on. And there's FOMO with courses as well, because especially if it's offered by someone that is a bit more famous, or they've been around the industry for a while and they're very well respected, and they come out with a course, there's always that feeling of like, oh, am I going to miss out because the people that buy the course will learn their secrets? But I want to learn their secrets because that's, where I would like to be as well. So you've got this feeling of missing out. So you buy the course. And then the last one for me is the not feeling good enough. Right? So this is more a subconscious one, and a lot of people don't really see it. But when you continuously buy courses to try and fix yourself or get better, there's actually a subconscious programming, a subconscious story telling you that you're not good enough. That's why you need to get that course to fix that, or that course to fix this, right? So there's a subconscious story, belief that you're not good enough. So that's why you need to keep getting the courses and keep learning, right? With the shiny object syndrome. Not saying that you shouldn't get the courses and learn, but when you're constantly buying all these courses and actually not doing it, it's because there's this subconscious story going on. You can, when you're conscious of that, you can buy the courses and go, okay, I do need this, and get it, finish it, and then learn whatever you need to learn and move on, right? Rather than collecting all these things, because these are all the things that you need to fix about yourself, right? So there's the number 4 for why people have shiny object syndrome. And in terms of the not finishing your courses, so you're buying the courses and not finishing it, you're actually programming your mind to not be a finisher. So you start a program, you don't finish it. You start another program, you don't finish it. And you're telling your brain that, oh, okay, I can just start stuff and not finish it, which means that you can start your goals but not finish it. So then you never achieve your goals because you've got this subconscious programming going on. That way you are just a starter but not a finisher. So you don't actually go and achieve. So it's really important to fix your shiny object syndrome, or, stop it or be conscious of it, be aware of it, right? Remember, the first step to change is self-awareness, which is what I really, really big on. So how did I overcome shiny object syndrome? I have to say that sometimes I still have shiny object syndrome, but I either catch myself or I end up buying the course. Usually it's a cheaper course, but I do catch myself probably 90% of the time. But the first thing, there's a few steps. The first one is focus on the task. What are you trying to achieve? What are the goals you're trying to achieve? And really, take yourself up to a 30,000 foot view and look down. All right, this is what I'm doing right now. There's this course, the chess pieces. If I bring that in, is that going to help me? No. Okay. And if I bring that in, is it going to help me? Yes. Okay. Right. Cool. Do I really need it? Is the next question, right? And you might actually already have if you suffer from shiny object syndrome, chances are you probably bought a few courses that teach you the same thing. So one of the things about courses is if you buy it and you don't do the work, you're never going to get the result. Full stop. Period. So people that buy courses and don't get the result, most of the time they actually haven't done the work. So they might have done it from very superficial level, rather than going really deep into and really doing the work or taking the action. They might do the course but not take the action. That's still not going to get you the result, because at the end of the day, if you don't take action, you're not going to get the result, right? So for shiny object syndrome sufferers, what I suggest is really, when you see a course, calm the fuck down. That's probably my number 1 thing for you right now. calm the fuck down. I'm a human design generator and I can't make decisions when I'm any type of emotion. I need to be very neutral. So, and I really have paid a lot of attention to when I make decisions from excitement or like when I'm angry, things like that, it usually isn't the right decision. And usually when I'm very neutral and taking that step back and very calm, that's when I make the good decisions. So really calm the fuck down, take a step back, and maybe come back to it the next day. And if you're still thinking about it, okay, how is this going to help me achieve my goal? Okay, cool. Do I have anything that I've bought that does the same thing? And what are the differences? How is this different? And how is this going to help me? And actually, am I actually going to do it? Do I have the time to do it? Ask yourself all these questions, and does it speak to me? Does the person teaching the course actually align with me? That's a big thing, because I found that when I buy courses and I don't do it, some of them, because the person doesn't actually resonate with me. It ends up, they might be teaching the stuff that I need, but they don't have that connection. And before I was on my growth journey, I really didn't believe in the heart connection, etc. But I have, from experience now, the courses that I finished and made the biggest impact on my life, the coaches or the people teaching, the teachers really spoke to my heart, and I could feel that they were the right person for me. When I didn't have that and I just got excited, then most of the courses I actually either didn't do or I started and never finished because it really didn't align or resonate with me. So it's really important that the person teaching is right for you, because they're not the only person that's teaching that particular thing that you want to learn. There's always someone else teaching something similar. There are courses that are brand new that no one has taught before, and that person, that coach or the teacher is like the I don't even know what the word is. They're the innovator, so they're the first person to do that. So that's a bit different. But chances are, if you're looking for a marketing course or a spiritual growth course, a meditation course, there's a lot of people that you can choose from. And it's really finding that right person for you rather than getting excited or overexcited and buying every single course that you see. So to overcome shiny object syndrome, let's go through the steps again. Really focus on what it is that you want to achieve. Number one, calm the fuck down. Focus on what it is that you want to achieve, and then ask yourself the question, do I really need it? How is this different to another course that you have bought or seen, right? Do I have the time to do it? Is this really going to help me with where I want to go? So they're the ways to overcome shiny object syndrome. It's easy to have shiny object syndrome, and I just wanted you to know that it's absolutely normal, and you're not a freak, and you're not weird, and you're not a bad person for having shiny object syndrome. It's all just that it can really drain your money and your time and your energy, and it can really get you into a state of overwhelm because you've got all this information that you're trying to learn, but because you've got so many things going on, you're not actually learning. So it's really to protect your energy and really be able to discern and find for yourself what really, really, truly aligns with you before you actually go and put your credit card details in. So that's all from me today. As always, if you found this episode to be of benefit and to anyone or to yourself, please share it so that other people can benefit from it too. And as always, I love you, I believe in you, and remember always to spread love, joy, and kindness wherever you go. Mwah.